that. Yeah, right, okay. So you shouldn't see me on the camera, but you should see the camera. I haven't bothered about adjusting the lighting or anything for me because, I just want to get this out. Uh, we're playing No Man's Sky. I have a PSVR2, as you can probably see from the little picture, which is over this way. So we're going to play. I'm going to do a new game, okay, with the normal mode. And this is PSVR on PS5. I'm a very happy man. I've set it all up. Everything seems to be running, and I can record in widescreen, full widescreen. This is why Sony are so good, is because they do this stuff. They give you everything you need, including for streaming, for gaming, everything, and PSVR. So it's outstanding what they do. Xbox needs to step up because I have this game, normally I get PSVR for free. Okay, so I will try not to do lots of looking around too fast. Okay, I think I know the basic controls, but So here we are. We're stranded on an alien planet. So I'll try not to, go too crazy. Right, it says, reach over your shoulder. So there's my hands. What beautiful hands you have, Ray. And this is my toolbox. It does all this stuff. It's all good, cool stuff. All that. But it says press R1. Well, I've got to really think hard what R1 is. So I think it's. So you put it behind your shoulder. You see, right? As though you're pulling it from your bag behind you. How cool is that? And then we go L2. I'm trying to think which is L2 now because it's slightly different, isn't it? I think it's that. So we need a scanner. All right. Oh, sorry, it's this one. So what we need to do is locate sodium with my scanner. Okay. So how do you do that? You point to the rear of your gun and you do scan. Okay, and it will do a scan, but it's critically damaged. It's not working, so therefore we can't do that. Okay, what do? We ask. Well, we got to gather some ferrite dust to repair it. All right, so we reach over our shoulder, pull out our gun, and we got to gather some ferrite dust by shooting small rocks and use R2 to fire the multi-tool beam. So I have smooth control. I don't bother with, all that kind of stuff. Flying could be the only thing that might cause a problem. But this stuff, at first, I think it's the second day of release. Now, there's a rock over there. Now, I could scan it, you see, but my scanner is not working. Okay? So anything that's small rocks like this is ferrite dust. But we better scan it at some later point. We need 75. Now, when this game first came out, it was quite high on resources. You need a lot of them, so you were doing it. But this game very quickly, gives you less and less to do as you upgrade. So way further in the game, you can pick up tons of stuff very quickly. So, and it's actually reduced the grind, which is one of the reasons why I love these people. So now we can repair it. Now we have enough. Okay, so we press L2 to continue. So we go to the back of our hand like so, and we select inventory. Okay, and we select that, and it says we need to repair it because with the dust. So we click on it like so, and then we press R2 to go back. Okay, now we can scan for sodium. So how do we do that? Well, we reach over our shoulder, our left shoulder this time. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I think did it say reach over? So can't remember which is R1 and which is. Oh, sorry, this one. Right. So now we have to look for sodium, which is kind of yellow stuff. Now, if you do a scan like that, it will show up those kind of things. So H is obviously, well, do you know your highway code? Sodium is Na. Now I am a chemist. Yeah. Or and maybe over here. Now I'm going to gather some of this as well. This is dihydrogen crystals. So 8 is hydrogen. I mean, if you know your periodic table, I'm a genius, so I would know it, wouldn't I? And that we can't pick up because we need to use our hand. But sodium was over here somewhere. I could just press again to scan, and there's sodium. I can go faster by pushing on the right stick. If you do a jump, which I can't remember how you do it now, you can actually get a nice kick forward. Now we're taking damage, so it's why we've got to do it. And all we do to pick it up is we just press. No, sorry, hang on. I think we just press it like that. We just pull it out of the ground. So now we've done that, we can go and let's do that. So now we're in the grass. We can recharge our hazard protection with the quick menu. So we go to the quick menu like so, and we can recharge our hazard protection like so with sodium. There we go. So now we're a bit more recharged. So the top one is if you if you look at that, there you'll see it says flames, a kind of heartbeat. That's your health. That is the kind of hazard that is facing you, which is fire at the moment. It's quite a hot planet, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have some sodium, but I always look for a bit more. There's oxygen there. There's a bit more sodium up there. So I'm going to go up there. It tells you the distance. You can set markers, all this kind of stuff. This is a fantastic space game. It's got crafting, building, it's got everything. Even Jess loves this as well. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Jess loves it. I mean, God blimey. Jess loves something, it's got to be good. Now, sometimes you used to have a job finding these, right? But I'll tell you what, now, they give you loads to find. They come in great big bundles. Sometimes you can get like 50 all in one go. I've got to get the icon on it. So you don't have to look everywhere and find out, I can't find any, because that there's an evil being, an unidentified plant, which we will scan later when we fix our scanner. So we have a problem with our scanner, and there's a little creature there. Some are, do attack you on sight, some evade. So we have a new entry, use oxygen for my life control. So we need oxygen. So let's scan again. So we just push down on the left stick is oxygen. Oxygen is over there. So let's get some oxygen, because oxygen will keep us alive as well, obviously, for our health. Because we've got hazard, but now we want health. So, and then, obviously we've got to wait until the thing recharges so we can run again. Now don't worry, all this stuff will speed up rapidly as we go up through the level. So, and you should be able to hear me really comfortably. It's to do with Sony. With Sony, God, they know what they're doing. They give you all the tools for streaming. I mean, they are amazing. I must say, they are amazing. They just do so much for everyone. Right, so we're just going to do this one, fill up a bit more of that. We're all right on that, but it just tells you it only needs 4 out of that. We're going to recharge our thing, which you do with carbon. And then we do this to go back. Navigation basics, read. Whatever it is to do more. I know how to play this game, so we've got to reach this unmarked signal. But we've got to watch our health and our hazards. But there's loads of stuff here. We can shoot things from a long way away. Well, fairly long. A fairly good way away. I can even kill the creature. I know it's a bit mean. Shouldn't have done that. I try not to look around too much, but obviously it might be tracking my eyes, because this has eye tracking as well. It's got everything. Quest 2, I wouldn't say I'm going to throw it in the bin, but my God, everything was so easy setting this up. Yeah, it was ridiculously easy. It took 5 minutes to set this thing up. It took longer to get it out of the box than it did to set up. So, amazing. Now, carbon is any kind of plant material, anything like rocky or whatever it is going to be. Ferrite dust. It's always a good idea to collect some, because you might need it later on. That's pure ferrite. We can't do that yet. And this here is a boost to our jetpack thing. If we get a jetpack, you can use that. So I know No Man's Sky, because excellent. So we're starting a fresh game for the VR. But I could show you my base, but my base at the moment, unfortunately, is covered by earth. So you literally, it's like you're pulling it out of the ground. This is why VR is so good. It's because it's like I mean, I feel like I'm really here. There's 110 view as well, which is wider than a Quest, which is only, I think, 90 something, 95. I don't think it's coming out of the telly. Is it coming out of the television? Let me just check a moment. It's coming out of the TV, because normally it cuts out the power. So I'm just trying to get the loop out of my hand. Oh, I think it is coming out of the telly. Yeah, normally it cuts off the sound from the TV. So, can I hear it all right now? Okay, right, okay, actually I can't. It's not very loud in my ear, so let me just adjust that. I shan't be a second. And turn up the sound level so that I can hear it a little bit better. Because at the moment it's quite quiet in my ear. And hopefully you can hear it okay. And then we go back. I can't remember where the circle, square and all that buttons are, because there's only two on each hand. And I don't remember. Right, so what you do is you just practically just pull this as though you're extracting it. Scenario, iteration deleted, boundary separation failure likely. R2, which is this one. No, that one. Vessel 16 emptied, cause sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Anybody know what that means? Right, analysis of fresh iteration generated and anomaly containment prepared. Now, fresh iteration, that goes all part of the story. So we're going to broadcast this message because it's a message and we have to send it so that it gets received somewhere else. So broadcast received, traveller anomaly is detected, which is myself. Okay. When you're in here, you don't see the hands. Anomaly is compliant. I am quite happy with that. Position log, system integrity, scan, initialize. Yeah, I can do the little bouncy ball if you like. Okay, and then you've got my hands back. Okay. So it says investigate the crashed ship. How do we investigate a crashed ship? He asked. I could scan. Oh, there it is. It's right there in front of me. So this is the kind of starter ship you normally get in No Man's Sky. Deuterium over there. I mean, do you know your... what did I just say? Oh yeah, got to put it behind there, of course. Now, normally it's, on the normal game, you can do this from a lot further, I do believe. You can probably get that tree from here, but it looks like it's a little bit shorter range on the VR. I presume it's kind of optimized, but yeah, we have our ship here. It looks like it's damaged, so if we get into our ship just by pulling the cockpit open and getting in, really. If I want to recenter it, I just press and hold the options key like so. Right, okay, it says to continue. Atlas connection. Who is Atlas? You will find out all about Atlas. He is amazing. One of the 4 stories that run in this game, and if you follow each one of them, you will unlock mysteries. It's like one's a tutorial, one you'll unlock a ton of stuff, including building, everything. So please, if you do these, quests that they give you, plus there's tons of side activities. And I mean tons, including building. So the pulse engine's offline, everything's offline. I mean, I guess that from the way the fire was coming out of the back. I find myself alone in a strange world. Now, must admit, I got glasses on, so my vision is still going to be wobbly, but it's lovely and big. I can read that. Find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, and no sense of before. Bit like normal, really. But this ship has at least seems to recognise me. The controls react to my touch, and I can actually grab this. Well, I will at some point. I am not dead yet, and the ship is as a lifeline to the stars. So let's see. I could take a choice here. So let's read the log. So R2, you know, I've got to kind of remember what R2. The triggers is the R2 and the grip one is L. No, it's R1. I always get mixed up. Log unavailable, substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestions. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Or there's only one. I would like to repair my ship, please. So this tutorial will guide you through the whole game. Plus you will get lots of rewards as well for doing it. So please do the tutorial, because you will end up with a huge freighter. You know, all the things you want you will get if you follow the tutorial. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. We need a hermetic seal and some metal plating. Where are we going to get that? It's highly damaged. And that's the two things we need before we can fly the actual craft. Right, it's damaged, so hold L1. Alright, so we grip it, and we grip that. Alright, now I'm not very good at flying in VR. It is terribly sensitive. So, and I hope you can hear the game sound alright. You know, I'll try and turn it up if you can, but I can't really monitor myself, to be honest. But I can go to options. Let me go to general sound effect. Let me turn it up in case I don't want to drown myself, because obviously, you know, I'm very happy about hearing myself. So I'll turn it up a little bit for you, because I don't want you to not hear anything. But so we'll do a little bit of music as well. Okay, and then we just apply it. Just press and hold it, and then we press what's it? R2 to go back. We're going to apply it, and now R2 to go back. Is it? I can't remember which is R1 and R2. Right, so we try and grab it like that, and we try to launch. Okay, so we push forward on the accelerator, and then try to move. Well, nothing seems to be happening here. Well, means I'll have to lift the handle to escape, which is just here, like so. Right, we need to repair it. Okay. Right, oh yeah, we have a torch. This is the torch. So we have a torch. Alexa, stop. I think Alexa's talking in the background. Be quiet, Alexa. Right, we have to repair the pulse engine. So we need some metal plating, hermetic seal. What do we do? So we just do continue. Alright, and it tells me there's a new entry locked, crafting. Do that to read more, but it'll tell us anyway. Alright, craft some metal plating to repair the pulse engine. So we need some ferrite dust, 50. Okay, so we grab this from our inventory and we go looking for. Now I know what you're saying, oh god, there's a lot of resources, but don't worry, this is only at the beginning. It will get so much easier later in the game. I'll assure you that. They've really cut down on grinding. This game is not so much a grind. I mean, it's still grind, obviously, but it has gone down a long way since it first came out. That was a lot of grind. So, Hello Games, who made this game, just like to say a shout out to Hello Games. They've done a tremendous job with this game. It came out, I can't remember when it came out, but it came out, and it was nowhere near what they wanted us to do, and what people wanted, and a lot of people complained about it. Didn't have multiplayer, didn't have all the things he promised, because he tried to say, you know, give a positive answer to everything anybody asked him. Right, so we have the 50. So well done to them for turning this game in, and with about, I don't know, 20 updates which have all been completely free, have transformed this game to one of the best space games I've played. It is better than Elite Dangerous, and I used to like that. So what we do is we use the thing to access our inventory. So we go to here, like so, and we go into our inventory, and we go to there to craft a new product. So we want a metal plate. Okay, there's our metal plate, and then we grab our metal plate and we throw it in there like so. So we have that. Now we just need to do the other one, right? Right then, so don't worry, I'll keep doing all this. Partially complete. Board the ship and consult the ship diagnostics. Right, so we're getting near the ship. Once the little thing comes up, just go grab and pull ourselves in by opening the cockpit. Cool, iteration and a load of numbers. Functional. Starship is critically damaged. Vital ingredients are missing. Okay. Unable to synthesize required components, which is hermetic seal. So we're requesting assistance. So somebody left this message for us to help us. Something happened to them, and we are learning about what happened to them, and by doing so they are helping us to get started and learn from them, and this kind of way the tutorial works. So we have found it. They found a comparison reveals there is a hermetic seal nearby. Salvage a planetary chart from a distress beacon cache. Where would that is? I never know. So what we got to do, it says it's got to repair it, so we need a hermetic seal. So just reminding us that we're on the second one now. Okay. So it says search the distress beacon. So we come out of our ship like so, and we search the distress beacon. So it would do this little icon every time it wants us to go somewhere. Okay, so we search it, so we pull it as though we're getting the resources out. This is something to do with the Atlas. I've practically finished the whole story. I haven't got to the centre of the galaxy yet. I peer inside the beacon's housing. As well as this distress broadcast unit, it contains a planetary chart. So we'll take that. A planetary chart. What would we do with a planetary chart? I have no idea. Right, open your inventory. So we look at the back of our hand there, and we open our inventory. We have a planetary chart. Oh, hang on. What was it we do with it? We press X, to plot, and it will scan a fair distance, around us in a complete circle. All right, and it has found somewhere where there is a hermetic seal. So we have to head to that point. Now, don't forget, we are, sweltering in the heat. We have, we need oxygen and sodium on the way if we can get it. We can just get my gun out from the shoulder. There's some, so it's a good idea to pick up some stuff. You don't need tremendous amounts of stuff, but it's always good to pick up some stuff just to kind of refill things. The gun needs carbon, so any kind of plant life. Now, I can't remember what the jump button is. There is a jump button, but I can't remember what it is now. I think it's that. Oh yeah, if you do that, I think, and then the boost, I think. So wait till that recharges, and then you do jump and then bash or something. It kind of jumps you forward really fast, and you get a nice boost. But I don't know how to do it in VR. It seems a little bit tricky. Now, one can't do this for too long because obviously it's going to hurt my neck doing this stream. We can slide up things by just pressing the jetpack. Oh, there's a storm coming. Now, in a storm coming, we're in real trouble. We need to look for shelter. I'm going to grab that. So we need to get there as fast as we can, basically. It does slow down once you do that. As you can see, we can't run very fast, but we'll get loads of things that boost our speed, so we'll be able to go much faster than this. But when you've gone a little bit through the game, I'm not saying you've got to go a long way through it by any means. I hope I'm not looking around too much, because it does follow your eyes and stuff. So how long is it? The distance? It's a fair old way. Now when there's storms, that's when it gets really, really hot. Ridiculously hot. So we gotta move. We gotta really move here. This gun gives you oxygen. It's always a good idea to get that one. There are secondary items that you can get as well. Now if you get these here, pull them because they give you valuable materials. Alright, so always a good idea to get these things out of the boxes. So I'm slightly to one side here, so that's not making it easy, and I'm rushing, so it's going to give us random resources. So I don't know if we can get there in time. We will need this at some point. Get my gun out again. Oh, it's deleted. Don't worry. Well, where's the quick menu thing? Quick menu. Mining laser. Whoops. Hang on. Not quite doing it. Have we not got on the carbon? We should have some carbon. Right, I'm in trouble. Now, if we can find a cave, that will help enormously, because it will shelter us from whatever. Now, the trouble is, I've got no carbon, so we've got to bash it, and I can't remember how you do it. I think you just got to do that, I think. So I'm in an awful lot of trouble. I'll try and... where is it? Hang on. Let me try and do my scanner. Try and... Oh, hang on. Hold on. Quick menu. Let me try and refill my hazard thing with that, because that's keeping us alive at the moment. And yeah, I could have done that, you twerp. So I can do that. Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. Don't hurry me. Right, okay, we're near there. Base. Right, okay, so we go in here. It's nice and cozy in here. You can have a sit down. Sometimes you can sit down on certain chairs. This one's not. It's not able to for some reason. So what we do is, it looks like it's in this unit. So we just do that and just grab as though we're taking it out. Accessing the archive. 6 of 7 logs are corrupted, but one of them isn't. Now look at it. Entry 4924A follows. No one making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Sorry, am I doing too much? Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Recover repairs. So there are some repairs in this thing, and it's given us a hermetic seal. Whatever it was that led me here, whatever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now, which is us. Okay. So, now it's always a good idea, because sometimes there are things in here that you can... So just put your hand out, and if it comes up with a thing to pull, then examine it. But always look around. There are things to find in all of these things. So, you know, there's one there. So if it comes up with that round circle thing, it means you can pull it. And there is some rusty metal, which we can convert into something at a later time. Okay, so something in there. And this will shelter us from the storm as well. Now, some of them hadn't got anything in it, but it gives you a nice shelter from the storm. We could wait in here until the storm is finished. Okay, now I won't do too much more, because obviously this is going to hurt my neck. So I'm going to see how long I've done so far. It is about 28 minutes, so I won't do too much longer. Right, so we have now got to find the ship. So we raise our left hand behind our head. Alright, and there's a visor. Oh dear, it is damaged as well. So it's a binocular tagging device. Okay, and it's used for planetary exploration, and so it can do... Oh, the sun's come out. How nice. We need some carbon nanotubes. Oh dear, what, how are we going to get carbon nanotube? Where are we going to get that from? Well, it's pretty obvious, really. So we need to select the multi-tool to install an analyst visor is required to locate the ship. Okay? Right. Which is, hang on, open the, install the analyzer. Hang on. Which I think is this one, the quick one, is it? Nope. Which is back. Hang on, close. Visor. Hang on, open the to install. Hang on, might be on this. So we do that. No? No, right, okay. So we need an analyst visor thing, right? So we do a scan. Okay, nothing happens. Open the inventory tool to install. Oh right, I got to go to menu, go to our inventory. We have to click on that. It's been a little while since I've done this, so we click on it, and it tells us we need carbon nanotubes. Okay. Where are we going to get carbon nanotubes from, he asks. Alright, well, I would, I guess, say it's carbon. So we need to gather carbon. Alright, so all we do is look for plants. Wow, there's a tree up there. Let's grab my gun. Can't quite reach it. Wow, it's very rocky here. Now all the planets are completely different. They're all procedurally generated. There's a cave, so if we get, you know, really bad weather, we can just go in a cave and that will protect us from the environment. Right, okay, so there are trees here. That ain't a lot of carbon, I don't know what it is. Right, how much we need? 50. Wherever you can get it more rapidly with better tools that we will get in the future, so don't worry about that. It doesn't last long, this, so I can't, you know, get as much stuff. So we need to just craft our nanotubes now. So we go to our menu here, we go to our inventory, and we craft some carbon nanotubes with it. Alright, there we go. So, how many do we need? Hang on. How many was it we needed? So we go to that, go to inventory, continue installation. So we've got to install it into there and put the carbon nanotubes. It's like you're actually going to placing it in, which is quite nice. Right, okay, that's fixed. Okay, so now we've done that, we can now analyze. Now you also get rewards for doing it called nanites, which is used to purchase things. Alright, so all we do is we put our left hand behind our head like that and grab L1, and you come up with this. So wherever you point, you see, it will analyze. Alright, so it says target flora and fauna. So look, if we go to here and then we press, it will tell you what it is. I can't remember what button you press to. Which one do you press? Hang on, testing. That's L1. Is it that one or that one? Oh right, yeah. So you press the R2 or whatever. Right, so all we do is every time we scan something, it is giving us a reward for it. And they've increased the speed of scanning now, so even the scanner is quicker. It used to be a lot slower. Once it's already done, it goes green, and it tells you what it is, okay? So you don't need to scan them anymore, you only have to do it once. Each planet will be different, so it might still be carbon, but it'll look different and feel different, so it's worth doing. Now, this is a plant, an animal here. So if I scan the animal, if I can get it on the animal, alright, and then it tells us all about it, which is, you know, it's a tectonic planet. Oh, that's about the planet. Now, while we're doing this scanning thing, it obviously takes a bit longer. Now, what's it telling us to do? Then that's just to analyze stuff. A moment. Okay. So if it's kind of like pinky colour, not green, then we can analyze it. So let's just scan a few things. This gives you lots of money, so try and look for new things to scan. Alright, then what does it say? And then press L1 to exit, which I think is go back to here. You just put it behind your head. Right, now we've got to go back to the ship, which is way over there. My goodness me, that's a long way away there. I'm going to see if the jump one is, you know, it's like push like that, because I'm not quite sure what the run button is now, but it's maybe it's to put it behind there and go. I don't know, there is a kind of punch thing where you get a lovely boost to make you go faster. So you got to do it and then punch, or something like that. But I can't seem to do it in VR. Scanning all the way. I'm going to take this off. It's kind of burrowing into my head a bit. You know, it's sort of hard job trying to find a comfortable position when you get a VR. There's a new one. Oh, sorry. I forgot this. I killed it instead of scanning it. It's kind of a little bit stupid. But, you know, I'm a little bit crazy like that. You know, crazy man. So I hope you enjoy this No Man's Sky stream in VR, in widescreen. Even Quest doesn't do that yet. It does if you into some verbal agreement or something. But apparently I'm supposed to have it and I still haven't got it yet, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to get some of these. We will need these at some point to help us lift off. Right, it's way over there. If I go faster I would. I'll grab some of that while I'm running. Although can't do it when I'm running. I keep I'm always used to pressing pushing down on the left stick to run, but on here it's the opposite way around. So Sean Murray is like the head of Hello Games. Yeah, they've done a tremendous job with this game. It's gone from practically everybody hated it. I actually got it from day one. I enjoyed it, but it slowly kind of ran out of steam because there wasn't much else to do after a while, and some of the things that they asked, they said they were going to do, they hadn't done yet. So it was kind of a little bit of a letdown. I was still quite happy that I bought it though. Gotta wait for the stamina to come up. Don't worry, we'll have jetpacks, craft, like vehicles which you can drive around, so we better do things much quicker soon. And if you follow the tutorial, you'll get a free one. So you get free ship, free everything. Okay, let's get in here. Right then. So we've got to repair the pulse engine. So we go to the back of our hand, we go to our inventory, and we go to our engine. We click on it and we now have the hermetic seal, and we have that is now repaired, which means we can now take off. Now this is where I'm not very good, but the launch thruster is broken as well. Let me just adjust it a minute. Just right, okay, but we need those two things. Don't worry, I've already been collecting them. Pure ferrite is going to be a big problem, however. Okay, so we need dihydrogen jelly, which I've been picking, which is that H1, and pure ferrite. Now, we need special tools for that. So, we go to our inventory, and we go to a new slot, and we need, what was it? Dihydrogen. So, if we just flick through this, where's dihydrogen? Open your inventory, use R2 to craft items. Is it that? Required parts, dihydrogen. So we need that. Oh, we need grease, you see, dihydrogen jelly. So we have that. But we need, what's it, the other one we need is, hang on, let me have a look. So we can repair, hang on, is that repaired? Oh yeah, sorry, we have to put it over there. Okay, so now we've got that. Okay, but we still need the other thing, which is pure ferrite. Now, we can't make pure ferrite yet until later, so let's see where we can get some from. So, we exit the ship by grabbing hold of the handle here and getting rid of the cockpit. We need a simple mining thingy. What do you call it? So we press L2. It says a portable refiner. That's it. Craft a metal plating. Use the thing on your inventory. So let's go to our inventory. We should be able to do some metal. Okay, so we have one of those. That's done. Okay, so point at your left hand. Go to there. Go to, what would it say? Point at your left hand menu. Point at the build menu. Sorry, wrong one. Build menu. Click on that, and we need metal plating and oxygen, which we have. Okay, so we actually have that. So what we do is to place it. So we can place it wherever we like. We're going to place it there, and then we do that, and we put some fuel in, which is carbon. Okay, and we just punch it in. Okay, and then we put something in it. And I do believe we have to do ferrite dust. So if we put ferrite dust in there, it will convert it to pure ferrite. So what we do, press begin. How many is it we needed? 50. So as soon as we got 50, we can actually stop it. I can't remember how you stop it now. but it doesn't matter. We'll put that in our inventory slot. We can put it in the ship as well, but I'm going to put it in the inventory slot. Okay, and then we come out of it. Alright, okay, so we'll go back to our ship, get in the cockpit, and we're going to go to our inventory and we're going to repair it with that. And that, it is now repaired. Which means we should be able to fly the ship. Right, but first, we don't want to leave our refiner behind, do we? So we grab and pull. Right, okay, it's empty at the moment. So what we've got to do is to pick it up, we just press R3 on the right stick on the controller. And you may think it just destroyed it, but what it does is just retrieves the resources so you can rebuild the same one, and you don't lose any resources by picking it up like some games. You know, you're like, oh, you only get half back. No, you get the full amount back so you can rebuild it again at any time. Now all we do now is grab the controls, we grab our joystick, right, and we push the throttle forward. All right, now this is the bit I'm not good at, is flying, because this thing is very, very sensitive, and I have the settings, the lowest possible setting. So we can change speed, you know, like that. But if I hang on, if I grip the throttle, oh sorry, that's the gun. How did I do it? I've forgotten how to do it now. Use L1 to grip the throttle, which is that one, and initiate on that, and then change the speed, and then you can do this one to whatever. And we're way down there somewhere. Right. Hold and adjust the flight stick to steer using L1. Now I find this very difficult to control. And if anything's going to give me motion sick, it'd be this. Alright? And then it says, so when you've got to be, you know, fairly low to the ground, you see lovely visual effects of, you know, and then you just press X when your throttle is low. Press X to initiate a landing. But obviously we're too high. And also we're on the side of a slope. So as you can see, it could make me get a little bit dizzy this bit. So we're going to initiate a landing by pressing X. We're all comfortable. I hope you're enjoying the thing. I didn't adjust the lighting, so you know it's probably a little bit of brightness coming in here and not enough this side, but nah, it don't matter. You can see me in my PSVR2. Right, okay. Now what it says. Seek answers among the stars. Oh, have I got to go up then and continue? Hang on, let me just get out a second. Do I have to find... Right, hang on, I can easily look at my... if I remember what the button is. No, wrong one. Hang on. This is my... Oh, I know, the options menu. Right. Right, our log. So what we've got to do is we've got to leave the planet. Right, okay, I didn't see that bit. You know, I'm a bit of a dunce. You know, I think you'll agree, or we all agree on that one. So push forward, full speed, and then we head up to the stars. Okay, we cannot go fast when we're inside the atmosphere, obviously. It's built on real physics. All right. When we get to a certain distance, we can shoot. Right, so all we do is, if we see, we've got lovely, and there's the planet that we left with the lovely clouds. So there we go. So adjust the flight stick. So now we've got to test the boost. So all we do is press L2, and we get a lovely boost. So if you want to have an idea of what that is, you know, that's the kind of boost we're getting. Alright. And then we do this. Hang on, while we're doing that, we press and hold this to test the pulse engine. Which I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, it's that one, yeah. So this is when we do fast travel. So I can't remember what square and circle on, because they're separated. You know, I got a job to do. Well, it's an incoming message, so we... I don't know, I forgot how we stopped, like that. Yeah, pull back on the joystick. I mean, there's a call coming in. Hang on, there's a call coming in. Hang on, how do I do it? Select the Starship Communicator. I've got where the Starship Communicator is. Can't be that one. It's that one. Incoming message. Source 4925B. R2. Please identify yourself. Well, I'm really, really awesome. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this is VR in widescreen. So I tell them my name, really, really awesome. Or I could just do the listen. You are not alone. So that's static. Follow the... This broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. So let's input those coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Right, okay, we have something to our right on this particular planet here. So let's press L3 to scan. Okay, that's what it contained. That's the kind of major things it has. It has, you know, things like carbon and all the rest of it. Okay, it says to take 2 hours to get there. But don't worry, we have a pulse drive. So we can just go, and it will lock on actually to that marker and travel straight to it and take us into the planet as well. Now we need fuel to actually do this ship as well, but don't worry about it. So I hope I'm not... When I tested it earlier, my voice came out very loud compared to the game, so hopefully you can hear me okay and the sound is at a suitable level. Now, this tends to make your screens go wobbly, so if you do that, apparently it doesn't do it so much. So I think I'll do that, because that's what, it kind of gets rid of that, it makes your screen go very blocky and all the rest of it. So if you go into the menu, that kind of eases that for you, so it's not a blocky mess. Alright, and then I'll get out of that. Okay, so somewhere along here, down here, I better put my hands on the ship, is the thing we're looking for. So it's on the planet somewhere, and it's over there. It looks like it's in the, I don't know, is that water? So we're in the, so as you can see, lovely visual effects. Look at that. This is why VR is so good, because I can look around the ship. I can even look behind me, by the way. You know, I've got something behind me. You know, oops. The only trouble is I tend to go a bit haywire when I'm relaxing. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's doing it for us. It's actually should be locking us in. I don't know if there's any problems with the VR. You know, it could be that, you know, there might be day one problems. But I'm not very good at flying the ship in VR. As you, well, sorry, I may have shot myself silly there. Oh, but we can do this as well. So it's down there. There's some big ships taking off there. Whoa, I shouldn't have done that. I better avoid that, you know, that's quite a big one, isn't it? Alright, and then we got a signal source here. I'm going to go down a bit steep. Oh, you're going to see some wonderful visual effects. We'll pull back on the joystick here and just coast in nice and easy. And then, well, you know, we've got to be low enough to land, obviously, and it's got to be something that's, you know, easily landable on. Okay, so don't try and do the side of a cliff, obviously. Okay, but grab our little thing there and come out. And there's something around this area, right? So we have a new planet, and we can name this planet, by the way, and all the plants if you want. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to do a target sweep by just doing this. And it gives us an estimated distance, which is trying to tell us it's over in this direction. Now, when it says that, that means we've got it now. We could go in the ship, but I am going to do it by hand. It's not that far away. Now, obviously, we put this, deactivate it, otherwise we can't run really fast. Okay. Showing you what the fist pump thing was, because I did like doing that. It gives you a lovely boost. But every now and again, just do this and just check that you're heading the right way, because it may, you know, it may, you know, it will, you know, it will do an approximation, so it will change as time goes on. So just rescan every now and again just to be happy. This is a new planet again, so we could scan this. Although we have to change the targeting mode on it, and I can't remember how you change the targeting mode. It's that, so I can scan that. But I would say let's get there as quick as we can. So let's see what it says now. It's practically in front of us. So let's kind of go, and as you see, every planet is completely different, different toadstools, and there'll be things like this. You can just save at any time by just going into the options menu. So if you go to press the options bar on here. This here is a manual save. So if I grab that and pull it, it would do a nice manual save because all the ones you're getting. Now we'll pull these. If there's one in there, looks like there isn't. Can I grab that? A lot of rusty metal, but we can use this to, to get other things. So it's worth picking this up because you can turn that into ferrite, I do believe. Right, let's go to this thing. So let's just double check. We're in range. So just got to do that now and again. It's saying to go to our left. Oh, it's just here. So let's pull this. Broken technology. You always find odd little things in here. Could be messages, could be resources, could be all kinds of stuff. So there's decipher. Decoding 16. So we don't know what 16 means, but apparently it means something very important to the game. No fuel, failed to reach station, hazard protection now, no chance but to go underground. Deployed a base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator, which means we can dig and build. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whatever is leaving these messages, so we'll extract those plans so we can now build a base computer. If we want to build one on this planet, that is. So anyway, it's going to carry on now from there, and we're going to start getting ready to build a base, or at least put down the thing so we can start a base. Whether we want to do it on this planet or not, I mean, it depends. What kind of planet is it? If we press our scan thing, hang on. If we press our scan thing, it will tell us about the planet. Which I think you've got to do that. I think it would tell you about. It says that there's abundant flora and fauna, which obviously is creatures and flowers. The sentinels are like the police force, and they can be a bit nasty. Put that behind. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to press options. So I don't want to do this too long because my neck will fall off. And if my neck falls off, so does my head. So, oh, hang on, I've got to save, haven't I? I forgot I've got to save. Now, the easiest way to do a save, actually, is if I can find my ship. There's my ship. So we just look up on the scanner there. The ship should be right in front of me, over there. Just I've got to go all the way back. Now, can I bring my ship here? Because there is an option to bring your ship right to you. Oh, but they're not charged. So we're actually out of charge, which means we can't bring our ship because it hasn't got enough charge in it. It needs refuel. So all the way back here. Bit of a drag. Yeah, I know. It's not very far away though. Just scanner speed will speed up rapidly as we go through the game because it will get all kinds of upgrades all over the place. This thing spits evil fire at you, all kinds of stuff, but it gives you tons of oxygen, so shoot them to get rid of them spitting at you and harming you. Just pick up the odd resources now and again because obviously this stuff is useful. But you don't have to go overboard and collect tons of stuff. But as you can see, they all come in like nice clusters now, so you don't have to gather so much these days. They do a really good job at reducing the grind on this game. Okay, and all you do to save really is get in your ship and get out. And that does a manual save. Okay, so it's got a restore point. So now I can get out of the game. So we'll press that. I hope you enjoyed that little gameplay there. So if I go to here, I can exit to mode select. Okay, which is like the front page. I don't want to exit the game because it will shut off the broadcast, and you want to hear me with my final thoughts. Of PSVR2, it looks great. Apparently for the PSVR2, this is high quality graphics now. We're getting, PS5 type graphics on VR, which is fantastic. Before it was a little bit sketchy, not so many plants. It was obviously optimized to run on a PS4. But now it's you're going to get very high fidelity on it, much better graphics, tons of phone all over the place. So you've also got multiplayer, but when you're playing your normal game, other people can just join in, which is what me and Jess do. She joins in sometimes on the game, or you could just go and visit other people and chat to them. Which either when you go on, you can get other people on. Okay, but that's like a full multiplayer. That's kind of people can come in anytime. You can accept them or not. Okay, the patch notes is this new fractal update. This is yet another update from them, completely free, where you get a new starship, a new expedition where you get some rewards for doing it. A virtual reality overhaul and QLL improvements. Lots of they've optimized the games, made it better for VR as well. Because we've had this on Quest 2. Alright, so I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I won't be doing like No Man's Sky too often, and I won't be doing VR too often. Just the odd occasion, because it does hurt my neck if I do it too long. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hit that like button, subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. And guess what? Bye everybody. If I had my pair of hands with me, I would say goodbye. I'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye, Ray. Yeah, goodbye then. Yeah, ta-da. So I just get out, I just press the PS button, go down to broadcast. They make it so easy. And press the stop broadcast. Bye everybody, I hope you enjoyed it.